Now, listener, do you see that you live forever alone with and as this awareness? Have you ever been outside this awareness? No. Every sight you have ever seen, every sound you've ever heard, every touch, every fragrance, every thought has always come to you as this awareness that is aware right here, right now. You've never seen a sight but your own sight, which awareness indicates at the moment is a book or a boy or a little blue flower. You've never heard a sound but your very own awareness. And now listen carefully. You alone have decided for yourself whether you liked it or didn't like it, whether what you saw was good or evil. Indeed, you have never judged a thing outside awareness at all. You have been sitting in judgment of this total, all-inclusive, alone and only awareness, which is our life itself. No, we've never been outside awareness at all. The book, the bouquet, the tree, the soaring swallow are within this awareness, not outside it. Just as the principle of arithmetic is the power, the importance, and the substance of all the numbers, exactly so, this very awareness is the common denominator, the substance of all it perceives. The day will soon come when this fact of being smites all mankind with its beauty and truth. Oh my goodness, in the past 30 years, how much of mankind has awakened to this truth. The perception of this single, simple truth leaves one never again at the mercy of external things. The objects of perception are seen clearly and understood to live and move and have their being, not as a power or importance of themselves, not as something out there, but as principle, reality, life, being, God itself. Manifest is what we name it, is what we call it. This recognition gives the glory to God where it rightfully belongs. The oneness and allness of God is self-evidently the fact of this awareness, which has forever been alone and all to everyone. Yes, the key is the singleness and the all-inclusiveness of this very awareness. This awareness of existence that is right here, right now, is divine. It is God's awareness, and it's not mine. A man fraught with fear and consternation came to me with a terrible tale of tribulation. He wanted someone to do something about all his troubles. And after a few moments of simple, light-hearted conversation relative to the reality that is rather than the sorrow that seems, the man said, I see. I understand. God is all that is here. God is this very awareness. I am. He left and fearlessly set about doing all that was necessary to appear happy and prosperous. Many months later, he told me that nothing had upset his equanimity since the day of that conversation. Well, sweet listener, I will not promise that nothing will ever upset you again, but you've made a tremendous step when you come home to awareness and understand that this awareness that is life is God's functioning, happening. It is the divine mind's own self-awareness in action. We stop identifying as a body that is aware to identify as the awareness that belongs to God. The awareness which is God's viewing of God's own perfect qualities and attributes and the good that's in them. The tangible universe is the total of the objects of perception, and they're all perceived within this awareness. One of these objects is this body called me and mine. Well, just who is this me? This body is no more than any other object of perception within infinite awareness. Yet the claim is that this particular body called me contains awareness within it. Now, is this not what mankind believes? I am aware, he says. I have a mind of my own that is aware. This is my awareness, and I want it to show me abundant dollars, happiness, health, wealth, or something. This me who contains awareness is an impossible impostor and a liar from the beginning. It is no more possible to imprison the divine awareness of infinite being and confine it within an object of its perception than it is possible to confine the alphabet to the letter A or jam the infinity of arithmetic into one number. All there is to mankind, to the old man who needs to be put off, is the belief that this awareness right here and now, reading these words, listening to these words, is confined within a body, that it is beholden to a body, that it is the servant of a body, that it is the function of a body's brain and a personal mind. Well, to accept such a state of affairs as fact is the cause of mankind's troubles. It's like attempting to look at infinity through a knothole, like looking at the infinity of arithmetic through a single number, call me. To accept such a state of affairs as fact would seemingly reverse reality. It makes a multiplicity of singleness and brings space and time into being with beginning and end, birth, death, and duality ad infinitum. Suppose the infinity of arithmetic could be confined within one number, say the number 7. Suddenly, number 7 says, I am aware, I am alive, I have a mind of my own, I am here, located in a place that follows number 6, and it precedes number 8. Rank, sequence, beginning and end are established. I look about me, outside and around me, to see an infinite universe. To all appearances, since I consider myself a number, I am one of countless numbers. And some of those numbers are greater than I am, and some are less than I am. Limited in space, I am finite and measurable. All I see is likewise measurable, limited, and finite with a beginning and an end. Yet, when I look around, I see magnificent order in my universe. And I call that magnificent order, I call it God or nature. God certainly seems out there and far away from me down here. Since I am just this one number limited in time and space, I am separate and apart from all I see. I am here and things are there, a measurable distance away. And I'm always stuck to here. I'm always stuck to now. I need this or that to help me sustain my place in existence, or to go here and there. I am incomplete. I am more or less than that. Oh, this is good and that is bad. I'm really quite miserable, and I wish God would do something about it. Well now, isn't this ridiculous? The principle of arithmetic cannot be stuffed into a number. The number is in the principle. The number has no mind of its own, and only the principle is being anything at all. There is no beginning or end to any of the numerals, because a beginningless and endless principle is continually being all it is, including an infinity of perfect numbers. There isn't just one number 7. There are as many number 7s as is necessary. Just as the confined or limited view of arithmetic is a distortion, exactly so the confined and limited view of reality is a distortion.